Alrighty guys, I do believe the last one was a pen firearm. This next little how-to, also a terrible idea. Please, please, please do not try this at home. If you really want, you can leave a comment and I will, I'll try to make it work for you. But what I did here was, out of extreme boredom, yet again, I've made a, now mind you this was back when I was a teenager, but I made a, pretty simple, relatively to moderately effective flamethrower. Here it is. Put it right down there. Take a look. Alright. So everything will be explained here with fuel source and ignition source. Sure some of this looks familiar to some people. Alright, so I apologize. Hang on. So let's see here. Starting, I guess, with the actual construction of this, went to a hardware store. Everything I buy can be bought pretty much by anyone, so long as you're not crazy or broke. Although, crazy, they'll probably sell it to you as well. Alright, so, a general use piece of hardware, a hose, I guess on-off switch, just for a garden or something. Now mind you, this is all pretty much welded together because, let me explain why I don't want you to do this. I don't know if you noticed, this is a flaw in my design. With the fuel source going here, okay, the fuel coming up, actually down, I'll show you in a minute, coming out here, this is the shut-off, I guess, throttle or whatever, and shut-off valve for the flamethrower. With the flames coming out this way, the flaw is that the shut-off valve is pretty much engulfed in flames if there's any wind. And if you look carefully here, you can actually see that most of it, although cleaned off from all the black shit, is melted. The paint is bubbly and shit, pardon my language. But at any rate, see if I can actually get it to turn here. There we go. Okay, so if we look inside, that's off. That'll be like a good 3-4 foot flame. Like I said, it's not a very effective one, but it works. Alright, and then that's going to be just a huge feathered flame. It's not even going to be long. So, what we have here is actually just some hairspray that I got from, I don't even know, probably a friend of mine, sister, mom, who really knows. And then, what's actually surrounding the hairspray, you go to a garage sale somewhere, you'll find some old stuff. This is an old canvas military bag that I cut up into many pieces. It was pretty junky anyways, smelled terrible. So I cut it up into many pieces. It's very, very strong. Very strong. Wrapped it around this many times as the first time that I made this. The can exploded. Luckily, it only lit my pants on fire, so it wasn't terrible. And then outside of that, of course, some duct tape, because what doesn't need duct tape? Alright, ignition source. Now, mind you, it's pretty much used pretty much all the way, I do believe. Oh, still makes a little spark there. Alright, this is just a torch lighter, acetylene torch lighter. Alright, so now, going on to the parts of the gun, or I'm sorry, flamethrower. Now, mind you, some of this stuff, due to the hairspray being almost like glue, this is pretty stuck together. But to explain what I did, went to the hardware store, bought all this stuff. This is a rubber stopper or a cork. I drilled a small hole in, very small. You do not want it to be bigger than this. In fact, you want it to be quite a bit smaller. So when you take off the spray nozzle of the hairspray, it will still, I don't think there's anything left in it. Yeah, no there isn't. It will still spray out because you want it to be able to be pushed down by the rubber stopper. So this is how you hold the gun. Not so much right side up, but this way. Alright, so it's a rubber stopper. This here is just I think it's a cast iron fitting of sorts, and that is screwed into a copper accordion pipe or something of that nature, which basically is capable of bending and stuff. Alright, what I have here is actually just a piece of a golf club that I broke into pieces. Found the golf club in the trash as well. Or you can find them at garage sales. tape the piece on there, and basically what I do is you just take a piece of canvas and you strap the fuel source on there. Alright, so from the accordion pipe you go and you've got another cast iron or steel fitting, a small steel tube or steel pipe, small portion of a steel pipe, and then on the end is simply this. And what I ended up doing was I learned the best way to do it for the very short amount of time that I actually used it. Turn on about half, go ahead and light it, alright, and then from there I adjust my flame strength. So it works, not for long, terrible idea, I burnt myself terribly, my friend lost his eyebrow, but there you go, that's something that I don't recommend doing as well. Please do be careful should you choose not to listen to me, but to make myself perfectly clear, it is a terrible idea and very dangerous.